2009, TLC adds a new gem to their reality TV crown. Toddlers and Tiaras.
Dark side of reality TV, Toddlers and Tiaras. 2009, TLC launched the hit show Toddlers and Tiaras. Now, this show went on for several seasons and is still available on streaming services, even though TLC knows absolutely what these videos are used for and how they are looked at, especially with some of the events that we're going to talk about. Now, this is going to be in a few parts because it's a lot, but...
Little kids with wigs and eyelashes and makeup and spray tans. It hurts. You know, dripping in rhinestones. It's outrageous.
It had humor, it had a little bit of drama, kind of that whole recipe for a successful reality show.
Well, keep in mind, there are so many wildly different pronunciations of tiara. I looked it up, and it literally, she tells me, she says, tiara. So what TLC does, like TLC always does, is they see an opportunity for people that are not adults yet, because they're going to say what they're going to say, they're going to do what they're going to do, and then they have parents that TLC is specifically targeting in communities where they know they'll do just about anything to be on TV.
And all about this turd.
Yes, it is on Movie Time.
Oh, no, it's not.
Toddlers and Tiaras really amped up the pageant world.
Here comes Pretty Woman.
Parents seem to really go out big trying to get the attention of producers.
The two children featured in that were some of the biggest controversies to come out of Toddlers and Tiaras. The first was a 3-year-old who was dressed as Julia Roberts from Pretty Woman. If you don't know what Julia Roberts' job was in Pretty Woman, you can go ahead and Google that. The mom stands by this to this day and says that we are wrong for viewing it that way. The second was Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, who was featured on that show, and that's how her family rose to prominence. A little bit of insult to injury. I have a whole series about her if you want to go look at my playlist. She received no money for all of this that happened to her because there are no Coogan laws protecting children on reality TV. Her mom spent that on whatever she wanted to spend that on, and it was a whole blow up earlier this year. Alana did end up receiving $30,000, but that was actually from The Masked Singer that they filmed in California, and there were different laws, and Mama June was legally required to do that. Everything else, that money is gone.
Holy cow! These people are insane. Don't forget to smoke.
But there's more to the show than moms in meltdown.
Just felt like they just, was following her and just videoing everything that she would put in her mouth.
Do you know how many calories is in them things?
The young lady who was the subject of being filmed eating, her mom said, I knew when they were filming her, this was going to be her story, and that did end up being her story, and she reported in this documentary that she still has a hard time with food to this day because of that episode. But how aware were the parents of what was happening and how this was being received by a community you don't want to be received by?
The comments were getting crazier and crazier. Comments from grown men.
All of the adults in the situation are aware that this is how this is being received, this is how this is being used. And when confronted directly by this, they say, well, people are just trying to say hurtful things about us. Are you sure this isn't a you problem? Or what this lady says, well, it's going to happen anyway.
Step back. You're going to tell me that pageantry normalizes the children. No, the world children.
Let's help them out with that. Let's be part of the problem. Send with the whole chest.
Some executives sat in a room and thought this was a good idea.
TLC used us.
I would call it child objectification.
Yes, a group of their executives did think that because I've been covering TLC for a long time now, and what I know about the executives, their position on background checks and this sort of stuff, it's not these oops situations that keep happening. We need to get away from that narrative. Oops! No, it's intentional, it makes money, and there's a certain aspect of it with them that if you can kind of make people think it's real life, you can make more money off of it. Allegedly, in my opinion, for entertainment on the internet only.
If TLC really had the best interest of children in mind, then they should take down this footage.
Asking a viewer to regard them as nothing but a piece of meat? Would you think that was funny? She's doing awful.
Imagine TLC doing something awful that involves children. But if you want to know more about how much they do that, I have a playlist called Tithing to TLC, as well as a playlist about Honey Boo Boo and her stuff over the years, and especially what happened earlier this year. This documentary, if you want to watch it, is on Vice TV. They actually do some pretty decent documentaries. Not this whole series, I haven't loved everything, but pretty good. I am off to school now, and I shall see you tomorrow morning. Have a good day.